Hey y'all, hey, good afternoon, Facebook. It's Fab Queen. I am so new to this, so let's see what it do. I got a question. I want to ask some grandmoms. See, I'm a 56-year-old grandmom to one granddaughter. She's 6 years old. And you know how you're always trying to find some things to do with your grandchild. Tell me what are some of the things that you were doing with your grandchild? And let's talk about it for 2026. You know, a lot of things are going on, a lot of things are going to go on, but without making resolutions and things of that nation, what are some of the things you're going to do with your grandchild or grandchildren? I'm just looking for different things that you can do, and simple things. Everything don't have to always be so expensive. Even if it's some little activities around your home, what are some of the things you're going to do with your grandchild? You like baking cookies, baking cupcakes, whatever it is that you like to do. Let me know some of the things that you like to do with your grandchild, because I'm probably missing some things, being that even though she's 6, I'm still new to this grandma thing. I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm doing okay. But nonetheless, I still might be missing some things. I know I'm missing a whole lot of things. But what are some of the things you do with your grandchild? And my granddaughter, she's a real smart little girl. So, there's conversations you can have with her, and sometimes you think you're talking to an old lady. I be like, little girl, little lady. But, just share with me some of the things that you talk about with your grandchild, your granddaughter, your grandson, some of the things that you do, just to make it fun for you and your grandchild. I need some more ideas, some more tips, and some more things. Tell me if you have gone on any trips, what kind of vacations you've taken. Maybe you've taken some trips in 2025 that you want to share. Let me know some of the trips that you've taken in 2025, and how was that experience with you and your grandchild? What did you learn about that grandchild or your grandchildren? What did you learn new about them? What conversations you may have shared with them, or they shared with you that you can share with me? Just tell me about your grandma experience. And if you're any grandpas on here, share some of your grandpa experiences with your grandchild or grandchildren. I'm just curious. And 2026, what do you have planned? What you got planned for you and your grandchild? Maybe some vacations you might want to take, if we're able to take some vacations. With this airline thing, ain't no telling. So we don't know. We'll see what happens. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, I just wanted to ask that question because always trying to find little things to do with her, and tell me some things you've done so that maybe I could pick up some ideas from you. So I just wanted to ask that question. But and as far as grandmoms, how was that going for you? How do you, when you first became a grandmom, what was the feeling like? How did you feel? When you first became a grandmom, what did you become a grandmom at an early age, like around in your late 30s or your early 40s? When did you actually become a grandmom? Now, this is my one and only grandchild. I became a grandmom at the age of 50. Yeah. I became a grandmom at the age of 50. And I loved it. Now, I mean, I turned 50 and I was like, it's time for a grandchild. So, God bless me with my one and only. And when I tell you tied to the hip, she is. Tied to the hip, she is. That's my girl. So just tell me, how did you feel when you first became a grandmom? Now, for me, I had the opportunity to experience seeing her born, like literally seeing her born. And in the room, in the operating room, I don't know if you want to call it the operating room, but whatever room, I forget, the maternity room, whatever room is called when they're giving birth, the maternity ward or whatever you want to call it, I was there, and it was a sight to see. But nonetheless, I thank God that she is healthy. She was born healthy. Let me tell you about my grandchild. Let me tell you. This little girl, the doctors were like, she's a strong baby. My grandchild came out boxing, y'all. No lie. Real talk. This baby came out my daughter's womb boxing. When they pulled her out and held her up to hand her to my daughter, the baby was boxing. I tell you, no lie. I wish I had that on video. But she was, when I say arm movement boxing, she was boxing. And the doctor said, oh, she's a strong baby. Yes, until this day, that little girl is a strong little girl. And let me tell you, you know how some people had that physique of an athlete? She was born with that. She was born with her muscle cut in her arms, whatever you want to call it. She was born with that. That girl came out boxing, y'all. Boxing, literally boxing. And till to this day, she has that athlete little body. Like, she got a little body on her. I'm like, gotta keep my eyes on her, because we got body in this family, and that little girl got body for a 6-year-old. But she loves to work out, and I love that about her, because she keeps me motivated, because I'm back on my exercise and workout journey, trying to get this weight back off and keep it off kind of journey. My daughter, her mom, we're doing that thing with her, so she keeps us motivated when it comes to, come on, y'all, let's work out. So I love it. You ain't got to tell her to do it. She pretty much tells us to do it, and to keep us, because, I have my days, and I haven't been like consistent with it for the last 2 years, maybe since, no, you know what, it's probably a little longer than that, because since pandemic came in, I haven't been like on my working out regimen like I was really into it. And now, it's 2026, and again, I'm not making no New Year's resolutions. I'm just simply saying it's time for solutions, and I've got my solution to the issue, to the problem, to this weight, to getting this weight off me, and I'm getting it off. So if anybody that's interested in losing some weight, let's become accountability partners. Because sometimes we need that, and you don't always have to know the person that you being accountable to. You can just share your experiences on what you're doing and how it's working for you. Somebody might need that, and let's just keep it positive over here, because I know people, come on social media and they talk about the stuff that they shouldn't talk about, but nonetheless, let's just try to keep it positive over here, because we need that now. We need that more than ever. So let's just keep it positive. So if you got something that you can share to help another sister, another brother that's looking to lose some, weight and trying to keep it off, share your experience. I'm going to share mine. Literally, I'm going to share mine. So you can share yours over here. So back to the grandma thing. Just come on over here and tell me your experience, being a grandmom, what things you got going on. Maybe what you've done in 2025 for the summer with your grandchild, and maybe some things you want to do for 2026. Let's lift each other up over here and keep encouraging one another. Okay, let's do that. Now I'm gonna leave you with this little song, because I kind of like been singing it all day in my head. So I want to try to share it with you over here. So just something short, something simple. When I think of the goodness of Jesus and all he's done for me, oh, my soul cries out, hallelujah. I thank God for saving me. If you know the song, continue on with it, and have a blessed, successful, and prosperous day. See you soon.